This recording is going to walk you through how to make your APA template for writing your essay. You will likely have to pause this video as you get walked through all of the steps so that you can go do those steps along the way. Now, it is very, very, very important that everything that you create looks exactly like what you see on the screen here. That's because when we do APA formatting or MLA formatting or any type of formatting for that matter, everything has a very strict set of rules. So make sure that you have it correct so that when you turn this in for credit, you can get full points. This is especially important if you decide to go into higher education. Your professors will tell you whether they want something in APA format or MLA format, and essentially they're grooming you to be able to be a researcher and publish articles someday. So it's really important that you follow the format as strictly as possible to ensure that everything is done correctly. So here we go. The first thing you'll need to do is go to your Google Drive. If you search for Google Drive, it'll be one of the first things that comes up, or you can use your class link to access all of this. Once you are in your Google Drive, you can either go to the folder that you've created for this class or anywhere in your Google Drive. You can right-click, and then you're going to click on Google Docs to create a new document. Before you do anything else, please go and rename this document. So you'll click right up here where it says Untitled Document and name it something like APA Template. Then click back on your page and it should save it all automatically. Now the first thing that we need to do is put everything in Times New Roman 12-point font. Here's how you do that. You're going to press and hold down Control and then hit A, the letter A. When you do this, it highlights your entire paper. Then you're going to come up here where the font is, and you're going to click on Times New Roman, and then you're going to change the font size to 12. Not 11.5, not 12.5, just 12. Then you're going to come all the way over here where we have these two arrows spacing away from each other. We're going to click on that, and we're going to hit double to double space the entire paper. Once that is done, we're going to go ahead and center it because we're going to start making our title page. So we're going to click on center, and at this point your cursor should be right in the middle of your page. Then you are going to go to Insert, which is up here in your toolbar. Then you are going to go to Page Numbers, and you're going to click on the icon that has a 1 and a 2 on the first and second page. This will put a number in your upper right-hand corner. However, the problem with this page number is that it is not in Times New Roman 12-point font. So you're going to want to highlight that page number and quickly change that to Times New Roman 12-point font. Once that is done, you are going to click off of the header, and you should be all set to start putting together the rest of your title page. At this point, you are going to hit Enter 4 times, and then you are going to bold your font and type title. Then you're going to press Enter 2 times, unbold, and you're going to put your name. You need your first and your last name here. Then you're going to press Enter, and you're going to put Laramie High School. Make sure Laramie and High and School are all spelled correctly, and you capitalize the first letter of each of those words. Then press Enter again, and you're going to put the name of the course, World Literature, and Composition. Then you're going to press Enter again, and you're going to put your instructors' names. That will be Danielle Halsey and Abby Whiting. The final thing we need to put on this title page is the date that this assignment is due. Now your draft is going to be due March 12th, 2021. So go ahead and put that and make sure there's a space between the 12, space 2021. Take a moment to check and make sure that your title page looks exactly like what you see on the screen right now. Everything right there, including the spelling, the capitalization, everything should look exactly the same. Once all of that is correct, you're going to come up to where it says Insert again in your toolbar, and you're going to come down to where it says Break, And then you're going to click on page break, which is going to create a brand new page. This is a good time to check and make sure that your page number is a 2 to make sure everything is formatting properly. And then you're going to repeat your title at the top of where this essay goes. So go ahead and click bold, and you're going to type your title again. Then unbold everything, press enter, and now this is where you're going to actually start writing your essay. So you're going to come over here and put everything flush left again instead of centered. And at the beginning of every single essay that you do, you have to indent your paragraphs. So go ahead and press tab. Then this is where you are going to write your essay. Whatever you choose to write here is just fine, but put something there so you know that is where you're supposed to start your essay. Once that is done, you're going to go back up to insert. You're going back to break. And then you are going to do page break again to go on to page number 3. This is where we're going to put our references page. So up at the top, you're going to go ahead and center everything again. And you're going to press bold, and you're going to type references. Then you are going to unbold, and then flush left again, and then press enter. And then you're going to push everything to the left again. And this is where we get to put our full citations at the end of our essay. So everything that has an in-text citation in your paragraphs has to have a full citation at the end. And here is how you do that. The first thing you're going to put is the author's last name, and then a comma, space, first initial, then a period, then a space. Then we are going to italicize. Oh, I lied. Don't italicize anything. Then we need to put the date. So you're going to do a parenthesis, and you're going to start with the year something was published, and then a comma, space. Then you're going to put the month, and then the day. There is no comma between the month and the day. Then you'll put your end parentheses, and then a period, and then a space. If there's no month or day in what you are citing, you can just put the year it was published, and that's just fine. From there, you are then going to italicize it, and you are going to put the title of the article. However, when you do this, you are going to put that title of the article in what is called down style. What that means is that you essentially put the title of the article the way you would write a sentence. You only capitalize the very first word and then any proper nouns that might be in your title. Once you've done that, you are going to unitalicize it and put a period and then another space. Then you are going to put the website title. Since all of the articles that we were using came from websites, you're going to put the website title and then a period and a space. And then the last thing you will put is the URL where you found that article. You will not put a period after that URL. Now, all reference pages have something called a hanging indent, which is when the second line of your citation is indented, just like you would a paragraph, except reversed. So in order to do this, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my whole citation, and I'm going to come up to where it says format in my toolbar. When I click on format, I'm then going to go to align and indent. And at the very bottom of those options, I'm going to go to indentation options. When you get to indentation options, down here where it says special indent, you're going to click on that and click on hanging. Make sure that the number changes to 0.5 and you'll hit apply. Now that that has a hanging indent, you should be all set to go. Now this is just a sample. So in order to show you how to put this all together in a real citation, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the summer camp article that we read. So once you're here, the first thing you want to look for is the title, or excuse me, the author of the article, which is Larissa Epatko. So I'll go back to my citation, and the first thing I need is the last name, Epatko, comma, space, and her name was Larissa, which starts with an L, so I'll do L, period, space. The next thing I need to find is the date that it was published, which is right down here. It is April 16th, 2018. So in my citation, I will do parentheses, 2018, comma, April, space, 16, end parentheses, period, space. Now I need to put the title in down style and italics. So you can do this a couple of ways. If you want to go ahead and copy and paste this, you can highlight it and do Control-C. Then you will come back to your document, and instead of just doing Control-V, you will do Control-Shift-V to paste it. That allows it to paste without the formatting, meaning that it will paste in the same font and style as you were already writing in. However, you'll notice that this is not currently italicized, so I need to go ahead and highlight that and italicize it. And at the end of that, I will put my period and a space. Then make sure it is unitalicized and go look for the website title. This will usually be found in a banner at the top somewhere. For example, this one is by PBS, so I'm going to go ahead and go put PBS here. And then I'll put period. And the last thing I need to put is my URL, so I'll go back to that website, copy and paste the URL. And I've noticed that my down style is all set here so that hanging indent looks good. The only other thing you could do, you do not have to, so if you're happy with that, stop here. However, I don't like how the URL got popped down here when there's all of this space left in my citation. So what you can do is anytime you see a dash, a slash, or a period, or really any type of punctuation in a URL, what you can do is kind of just eyeball how much room you have. And then after that punctuation, if you hold down Shift and then press Enter, it will create an indent so you can fill that space. However, we don't want any hyperlinks in our references. So in order to get rid of that hyperlink, since that's an auto formatting thing that computers do, you'll just hit Control-Z to undo that hyperlink and you will be all set to go. And that's it. That's your entire APA formatting template. If you have any questions, please come and talk to myself or Mrs. Whiting and we'll make sure that everything looks good. When yours looks exactly like what we walked through here, go ahead and submit it to that APA template check and Mrs. Whiting or I will be able to give you feedback about anything that you might need to change or update to make sure that everything looks good before you go to start drafting.